So how did people take it? People took it, I guess, people took it as best they could. There are different kinds of people who have different reactions to things, and I think you can probably break it down to the fight or flight people, and there are the people who just wanted to crawl in a hole, cry, whatever. And that's okay. I mean, that's, you know, that's their reaction. There are other people who are in disbelief. I had a couple of cousins who just kind of pretending this isn't even happening. My mom took it much better than I thought she would. Good job, Mom. That was really helpful. She's a strong woman. My sister, you know, she'd rather that this wasn't happening. She's having a little bit harder time dealing with it, which I think is okay, and I think that in time she'll be able to handle it. She's been very good so far, though, in terms of supporting me. I mean, it's just a very traumatic thing when your brother, your big brother, tells you that he's got cancer. As I said, some people just kind of broke down, and that's okay. And then there are other people who are just like, you know, you gotta fight this thing, rah rah rah, you know. And so I think there's a healthy balance of both, because you know you don't want to trivialize it. You don't want to pretend it's really not happening. At the same time, you don't want to just be miserable about the whole thing. So the point is, I haven't been really too miserable about it. I'm much more miserable about the pain and things that I've been involved in, or that have been sort of taking me over. You know, so there's a lot of back pain involved. I should just jump into it. You know, this first pain, the first sign came along, and I hurt my back, and I went to a back specialist, and the back specialist said, "Oh, well, you know, what's happened here?" And they did an MRI, and about a week later, they said, "Oh, it looks as if you've got a compression fracture in your back." Compression fracture is not an easy thing to do to your back. He said it was consistent with someone who had been thrown off of a horse and landed on their spine, basically. So that was red flag number one. Basically, in a nutshell, what happened was the cancer had weakened the bone marrow in one of my vertebrae in my back, and basically broke it down and cracked one of my vertebrae. So now I have a broken back, which is extremely painful. I don't know if anyone's ever had that before, but it's really painful. So you got the cancer, and you got the broken back, and you know there's a lot of room to start feeling miserable, which we're trying not to do. Yes. So I think I've pretty much gone through and told everyone. There are a couple of people, and I'm sure you're probably going to find out from this video. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to reach out to everyone directly. I did my best to do that. And now that you know, drop me a line, drop me an email, give me a phone call, whatever. I'm happy to talk about it. Yeah, I'm just going to pause this here so it doesn't get too long, and we'll go on to the next clip.